You know you're in Sydney when? Hello everyone, and welcome to what is very nearly Christmas in Sydney. So this is actually my second Christmas in Sydney. We were here last year. Still can't get used to the hot thing, but we're going to go with it. We're going to try and have a little festive day, go see some markets and some decorations maybe. It's been crazy since we got back, to be honest. We have been on a cruise with Tom's parents. They came over and visited, and then we've moved places where we're staying about 4 times, but we've now got our own place that we're renting, which is so nice to have a base, and we have a full-time job. As you can probably tell, we've had a bit of a lazy Saturday. It's lunchtime, it's midday, and I've just had a shower, but we're off to Surrey Hills. They've got this cool vintage antique Christmas market, whatever it is. It's the first one we're going to, so I want to feel Christmassy because I just don't feel Christmassy, and it's like 10 days before Christmas now. It's the 15th today, the 15th of December, how insane. So if you're coming to Sydney, you're going to need to get one of these Opal cards. This gets you on all of the transport, the buses, the trains, and the ferries as well. And it's so good, after your 8th trip, they all become half price. And on Sundays, everything is capped at $2.50. So no matter how many times you go on anything, that's all you're going to spend for the entire day of travel. So all through Sydney at the moment, there's all of these roadworks going on, and they're actually putting tram lines in. I think they used to have them way back when, then they took them out, and now they decided to put them back in. You can see some of them are already in place here. So they're getting along. I think it's going to be a few years yet though, but I'd love to come back and see it when it is done. It's so hot today actually. There's one thing you need to know about Australia, is do not trust the iPhone weather app. It's supposed to be raining all day today. Raining, storming, everything. It's blue skies, so just ignore that. That's tip number 1 for you. Just to give you a little background on what Surrey Hills is like. It's a neighbourhood, it's just right next to Central really, and it's quite liberal, it's quite hipster, lots of independent stores and stuff, so it's a really good area to explore outside of the main CBD. So we've made it to the market. Not very Christmassy, not very big. So a bit of a fail, but never mind. So we're on to plan B. We're going to the Rocks. We think there's a Christmas market on there. There's usually a market. We should probably check. Nice. This is easily the best view from any train station I've been to so far. I also still find it so hard to believe that I've been on a ship that cruised out there. That's insane. It sounds more promising. So this behind me is the Rocks that we're going to, and it's actually the oldest part of the city. It's got quite a lot of history there. I'd recommend you do a free walking tour that they do of the Rocks specifically. It's really good. It's got quite a morbid historical background, so I like it. If you're into that, then that'll be your kind of thing. There's also loads of rooftop bars, and every weekend they have a really good market. And because it's Christmas, hopefully they have like a Christmassy feeling market. Yay, this is more like it. If you've been to Melbourne or Brisbane even, both of them have main squares. It's like Federation Square in Melbourne and what's the one in Brisbane called? Oh yeah, King George Square. So that's like the main focal point. Sydney doesn't really have that so much, but it does have Martin Place, which is where they put the big Christmas tree each year. It's kind of like a very businessy area, isn't it? It's all the big banks and like the TV stuff here. But yeah, this is where that big tree is, and it is really nice to be fair. Here it is. Oh look, it's all flowers in here. Oh, that's so pretty. last week photographer, and today it is these ladies. And it's just started raining, so I think that's going to be us for the day, really. Who knows? It might trickle down. Oh, it's so bright still. Oh, I'll show you these archways first though. These are really cool. This is George Street. This is the main shopping area. And they put these up every year. And they're really cool. And you can see where the tram lines are going to go as well. They usually have music blasting, but this is Sydney at Christmas. Of course, nothing says Christmas like a shopping department store. Favourite building in the whole of Sydney. It's the Queen Vic building, and they have the most impressive Christmas tree. It's a Swarovski crystal Christmas tree, and it's very fancy. Look at this. So that little video there was saying that tree is 6.5 tons. And just as I clicked off, it was saying that there's 82,000 Swarovski crystals on there. 82,000, that's ridiculous. Here's the very top, with the amazing rooftop they have here. I love this building.